I used the TV as a background to fool my boyfriend, pretending I was out in the snow, to make it look real. I even had Tony throwing foam beside me. When my boyfriend sweetly told me to stay warm, I almost burst out laughing. After hanging up, I finally relaxed. The plan worked. Tony and I couldn't wait to hold each other. But just as things were about to go further, we suddenly heard my boyfriend's voice outside, and he just happened to be Tony's brother. I panicked and cleaned up the mess, then hid behind the couch. Tony pretended to be sick, and slowly went to open the door. As soon as my boyfriend walked in, he saw the living room in total chaos. He asked what happened. Tony calmly said he was setting up his new Bluetooth TV. My boyfriend didn't suspect a thing, and happily shared the news with his brother. He said he was planning to propose to me. Tony froze for a moment, then smiled and told him to grab some wine to celebrate. When my boyfriend went to the kitchen, Tony whispered to me,
"Did you hear that? He's gonna propose to you?"
I sneered and said, I'd never marry that fool. We agreed. We'd tell him the truth soon and end this ridiculous act. But when my boyfriend came out holding the wine, things took a sudden turn. He said he'd just won $5 million in the lottery. The contempt in my heart instantly turned into greed. I actually started to hesitate. Tony noticed something was off and said maybe I cared about love, not money, but I couldn't even hear him anymore. All I could think about was that $5 million. Tony sent my boyfriend away again and asked why I hadn't come clean. I told him I'd changed my mind, that I was going to say yes to the proposal.
"You're ditching me? Gonna tell him everything."
Wait. Then Tony told his brother not to propose and said I was cheating on him. My boyfriend's face turned pale. He immediately reached for his phone to call me. After he left, I rushed to explain to Tony that I only planned to pretend to marry him so I could take his money and then run away with Tony. Tony let out a sigh of relief and said I was such an interesting woman. Just then, my phone rang. It was my boyfriend. I told Tony to grab a towel as a background and pretended to take the call from bed. But the next second, my boyfriend's face appeared on the TV screen. He coldly told us it was all over. Turns out his phone had been connected to the TV the whole time. He had heard every single word we said. Right then, he broke up with me on the spot and cut all ties with Tony forever.